The hip-hop world just witnessed one of the most intense Verzuz moments in recent memory, and it's escalating fast. What started as a seemingly casual call-out has turned into a full-blown feud between T.I. and 50 Cent, two legends who have dominated the rap game for decades. Social media is ablaze, fans are picking sides, and every clip, comment, and lyric is under the microscope. But this isn't just an online drama. This is personal, emotional, and explosive. It all kicked off when T.I. threw down a bold challenge to 50 Cent, daring him to face him in a Verzuz battle. But instead of a respectful nod or playful response, 50 Cent hit back with a savage troll. "He doesn't want smoke." The comment instantly set the internet on fire. Clips of the exchange went viral, memes flooded timelines, and fans couldn't get enough of the tension building between these two iconic figures. Then T.I. fired back, sending a blistering warning. 50 don't want smoke with me. A statement that turned casual banter into a high-stakes showdown. The feud isn't just about music. It's about credibility, legacy, and street respect, and both rappers are leaving nothing to chance. Every fan, every industry insider, and every casual observer is now watching closely, wondering, who will back down? Who will escalate further? This Verzuz showdown is more than entertainment. It's a masterclass in power, ego, and influence in hip-hop. Buckle up, because the battle has only just begun, and things are about to get even hotter. As soon as T.I. issued his challenge, the air in the hip-hop world changed. What initially seemed like a playful Verzuz battle quickly spiraled into something far more serious. T.I., known for his commanding presence both on stage and off, had thrown down the gauntlet, daring 50 Cent to step into the Verzuz arena. For fans, it was the ultimate showdown. Two legendary rappers, decades of hits, and a clash of personalities that had been simmering quietly for years. But 50 Cent didn't respond with the respect some expected. Instead, he struck back with a bold, trolling remark, "He don't want smoke." That single phrase, loaded with implication, instantly set the internet ablaze. Social media feeds exploded with reactions, tweets, TikTok clips, memes, and reaction videos spread across every platform. Fans debated endlessly. Was this playful banter or the start of a much deeper clash? Behind the screens, the tension was real. Sources close to both camps reveal that this wasn't merely about bragging rights. T.I. felt personally challenged, and 50 Cent was ready to defend his reputation. In hip-hop, credibility isn't just built through music. It's measured in confidence, street respect, and the ability to respond under pressure. When stakes are this high, every word counts. T.I.'s response was immediate and fiery. Taking to social media, he issued a direct warning, 50 don't want smoke with me. The message was clear. This feud was no longer lighthearted or playful. For T.I., this was about respect, legacy, and proving dominance in the culture he helped shape. Fans quickly noticed the shift. What started as playful Verzuz banter was now full-blown conflict, escalating rapidly. The reactions were instantaneous. Clips of T.I.'s post were shared millions of times, reactions poured in, and memes exploded on every platform. Some fans sided with T.I., praising him for standing up and defending his reputation. Others rallied behind 50 Cent, admiring his calm, trolling response that kept him in control while igniting the hype. The drama wasn't just online, it was a reflection of real personalities clashing under the public eye, and no one wanted to miss a single moment. Industry insiders noticed the escalation, too. Managers, producers, and collaborators began watching the interaction closely. In hip-hop, public perception can make or break deals, and this feud had the potential to influence bookings, partnerships, and even future collaborations. Every lyric, post, and video had become a strategic move in a larger game of influence and respect. The feud's tension also highlighted the cultural significance of Verzuz. While Verzuz battles are meant to celebrate artistry and music, they also amplify personalities, rivalries, and egos. For T.I. and 50 Cent, a simple call-out had become a high-stakes performance of power and pride, where every reaction was scrutinized by millions of fans and industry observers alike. T.I. didn't stop at words. Every appearance, every post, and every subtle nod in his music or interviews became part of the story. The message was consistent. He wasn't backing down, and he was willing to escalate if necessary. In contrast, 50 Cent's trolling strategy allowed him to control perception without revealing too much emotion, creating a tension that kept fans hooked and hungry for more. Fans immediately began theorizing about what might happen next. Would the feud escalate into music disses, public appearances, or even a physical confrontation? Each new post or story was dissected for hidden meaning. Analysts pointed out that the psychological game here was just as important as the verbal exchange. T.I.'s fiery warning and 50 Cent's calm trolling created a push-and-pull dynamic that had the culture captivated. The online conversation also revealed generational perspectives. Younger fans, accustomed to viral drama, eagerly shared memes and videos, turning the feud into a social media spectacle. Longtime observers and industry veterans analyzed it strategically, recognizing the stakes for both rappers in terms of legacy, credibility, and influence. The clash was multi-layered, combining entertainment, reputation, and cultural significance. By the end of the first wave of posts, it was clear this wasn't just a Verzuz debate. This was a high-stakes clash of egos and legacies, a public showdown that had the potential to influence the hip-hop narrative for months to come. T.I. had set the tone with his aggressive stance, 50 Cent maintained control with his trolling approach, and fans were left in suspense, eagerly awaiting the next move. Every post, interview, and story would become part of the saga. The battle wasn't limited to music, it had extended to social media, pop culture, and the streets. Every fan, collaborator, and rival watched closely, understanding that the way this feud unfolded could redefine the reputations of both T.I. and 50 Cent. As soon as T.I. fired his warning, the pressure was on 50 Cent to respond, and he did so in the way only he knows how, trolling, teasing, and turning the situation into a full-blown spectacle. Known for his sharp wit and ability to manipulate social media, 50 Cent immediately capitalized on T.I.'s aggressive stance. Clips of his reactions, memes, and subtle jabs spread like wildfire across Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Fans erupted. The hashtag wars began instantly, with hashtag Tivs50, hashtag 50 don't want smoke, and hashtag Verzuz drama trending within hours. Memes mocked T.I., celebrated 50 Cent, and even speculated on what the next move might be. Social media wasn't just amplifying the feud, it was fueling it, making every comment, post, and story part of a larger narrative. In today's digital age, perception is almost as powerful as reality, and 50 Cent knew how to leverage that to his advantage. Behind the screens, both camps were working tirelessly. T.I.'s team monitored every post, reply, and fan reaction, making sure his public image stayed strong. For 50 Cent, the trolling strategy was about control. He didn't need to respond with aggression, only with clever quips, viral moments, and calculated hints that kept T.I. on edge while keeping his own reputation intact. The tension wasn't limited to social media. Industry insiders watched closely, understanding that the feud could affect collaborations, sponsorships, and appearances. Managers, promoters, and even record labels weighed how aligning with either rapper could influence public perception. In hip-hop, these rivalries often carry real business consequences, and the stakes were high for both T.I. and 50 Cent. The trolling escalated further when 50 Cent shared cryptic posts, videos, and captions that fans interpreted as direct shots at T.I. Some were subtle, an old throwback clip here, a sarcastic caption there, but the message was unmistakable. He wasn't backing down, and he could control the narrative without ever stepping into the battle physically. Fans didn't just watch, they participated. Reaction videos, memes, TikToks, and tweets exploded, creating a multi-layered feedback loop where every viral moment fueled the next. Even casual observers were drawn into the feud, debating which rapper had the upper hand, analyzing every phrase, and picking apart every tone. Social media became a battlefield as much as the verbal feud itself. Meanwhile, T.I. maintained a measured escalation. He continued to post strong warnings, subtle flexes about his legacy, and references to his authority in hip-hop. The combination of T.I.'s intensity and 50 Cent's trolling created a push-and-pull dynamic, keeping fans guessing and the drama at a fever pitch. It was a chess game disguised as a social media feud, and both rappers were masters of their moves. Industry experts noted the cultural significance. Verzuz battles, while intended as celebrations of artistry, had now become platforms for personal rivalries, legacy battles, and social media warfare. Every action taken by T.I. or 50 Cent had implications for the perception of power, credibility, and influence in hip-hop. Observers quickly realized that this feud was shaping more than headlines. It was redefining the rules of public rivalry in the digital age. Even allies of both rappers weighed in. Some congratulated T.I. for standing his ground, while others admired 50 Cent's clever use of social media to maintain dominance without overexposing himself. Partnerships, collaborations, and friendships across the industry were suddenly under the microscope as everyone assessed the potential fallout and which side of the feud they wanted to align with. Meanwhile, the drama created countless viral moments. Every story clip, interview snippet, and post became content fodder. Fans dissected emojis, punctuation, and timing, treating each post like a message encoded with intent. Analysts argued that these feuds are less about conflict and more about influence, attention, and shaping public perception, lessons that T.I. and 50 Cent were both demonstrating masterfully. The feud also sparked conversation about legacy and respect. Both rappers have cemented themselves as icons, but this feud reminded fans that credibility in hip-hop isn't static. Every decision, every public move, and every viral moment impacts how fans, peers, and future collaborators view a legend. T.I.'s warnings highlighted strength and authority, while 50 Cent's trolling showcased strategy, wit, and control. Together, they created a narrative that captured both the streets and the internet in equal measure. By midweek, the feud had reached a fever pitch. Clips of T.I.'s warnings and 50 Cent's trolling were shared across mainstream media, reaction channels, and music news outlets. Every article, thread, and social media post analyzed the feud in detail, breaking down motives, predicted moves, and potential outcomes. It wasn't just entertainment anymore, it was a lesson in strategy, ego, and influence. The tension left fans on edge, speculating. Would the next move come in music, in an interview, or in a public appearance? Would diss tracks emerge, or would subtle jabs continue to dominate social media? The uncertainty kept the story alive, ensuring engagement across all platforms. The feud wasn't static, it was evolving in real time, driven by each side's calculated actions. The digital age magnified every moment. Unlike past rap rivalries that relied on interviews or performances, this feud unfolded in real time on social media, with fans directly participating in shaping the narrative. Memes, reactions, commentary, and viral challenges became part of the story, blurring the line between audience and participant. Both T.I. and 50 Cent were aware of this dynamic and used it to their advantage, keeping attention fixed on their feud without losing control. The key takeaways are clear. Social media amplifies drama. Every post, clip, or meme becomes part of the story. Trolling is a strategic tool. 50 Cent demonstrates that wit and timing can dominate public perception. Credibility and legacy matter. T.I.'s warnings reinforce his authority and influence. Fans are participants. In the digital era, audience reaction can escalate and prolong conflict. We'll explore the potential long-term consequences for both T.I. and 50 Cent, how the feud could impact music, public appearances, and collaborations, fan culture, and media frenzy in full effect, lessons on influence, strategy, and survival in modern hip-hop. The battle between T.I. and 50 Cent isn't just a Verzuz debate, it's a masterclass in strategy, ego, and controlling narrative in the digital era. And the next moves are poised to take this feud to a whole new level. Weeks after the initial Verzuz challenge, the T.I. The 50 Cent feud has shown no signs of slowing down. What began as a playful call-out has evolved into a full-scale social media and cultural spectacle, captivating fans, media, and even industry insiders. The battle has become a case study in how ego, strategy, and public perception collide in modern hip-hop. For T.I., maintaining authority has been critical. While 50 Cent has leveraged trolling and viral content, T.I. has relied on measured escalation, strategic messaging, and calculated warnings. Every post, subtle lyric, and public appearance reinforces his stance. He won't back down, and he demands respect. Sources close to T.I. say he's been cautious, balancing the need to assert dominance with the potential for public backlash. One wrong move could turn the narrative against him, and he knows it. Meanwhile, 50 Cent continues to master the art of digital warfare. His trolling strategy, cryptic posts, viral memes, and calculated humor keeps T.I. and the public guessing. The genius of 50 Cent's approach lies in its subtlety. He controls perception without directly engaging in a full-scale confrontation. Every viral clip reinforces his dominance in the feud while allowing him to maintain composure and public image. Fans have become a central force in the feud. On Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, millions of reactions, memes, and commentary threads exploded. Every minor action by either rapper became a talking point, from emojis and posts to throwback clips. Social media turned into a digital battleground, where audience participation directly fueled the feud's intensity. Every fan debate, meme, or reaction clip extended the drama and ensured that T.I. and 50 Cent remained the focus of public attention. Industry insiders have also weighed in, understanding that public perception in moments like these can impact collaborations, sponsorships, and music releases. Managers, promoters, and labels closely monitored the feud, assessing who holds influence, credibility, and sway over the fan base. Some emerging artists sought to align with one rapper or the other, hoping for mentorship, exposure, or protection. The feud became a ripple effect, reshaping alliances across the industry. The media frenzy surrounding the conflict also amplified its cultural significance. Mainstream outlets covered the story, dissecting posts, quotes, and interactions, while commentary channels provided analysis and predictions. Feuds like this now extend beyond rap. They shape pop culture, influence public perception, and set trends across social media. Every clip, reaction, and headline contributes to a narrative that blends music, culture, and strategy. From a strategic perspective, both rappers demonstrated different but equally effective approaches. T.I.'s direct warnings and assertive stance signal authority and control, showing he is willing to escalate if necessary. 50 Cent's subtle trolling, on the other hand, demonstrates the power of influence, perception, and humor, allowing him to dominate the conversation without overexposing himself. Together, their approaches highlight two sides of survival and influence in modern hip-hop. Fan culture has become both a battlefield and a magnifier. Younger audiences, captivated by viral content, participate in meme wars and online debates. Veteran fans and industry observers interpret strategy, loyalty, and credibility, understanding that the feud carries implications beyond entertainment. Every interaction, whether humorous, aggressive, or subtle, is analyzed for hidden meaning. The narrative becomes layered, reflecting both cultural influence and strategic maneuvering. Even outside the rap world, the feud became a talking point. Interviews, late-night shows, podcasts, and music commentary channels dissected each move, predicting the next viral moment. The drama transcended traditional media, merging music, social commentary, and entertainment in real time. T.I. and 50 Cent have effectively transformed a Verzuz call-out into a lesson on influence, strategy, and cultural dominance. As weeks progressed, the feud also highlighted lessons about ego, respect, and legacy. Hip-hop is not just about music. It's about how an artist navigates attention, perception, and public scrutiny. T.I.'s bold warnings reinforce his standing as a figure who demands respect, while 50 Cent's trolling demonstrates the power of calculated perception. Together, they show that influence in hip-hop is both earned and strategically maintained. The cultural fallout is ongoing. Fans continue to debate who won the digital battle, whether there will be diss tracks, and how the feud will affect future collaborations or public appearances. The story has created opportunities for both rappers to extend their influence through viral moments, music releases, or strategic interviews. For fans, it's a case study in how rivalry, strategy, and social media converge in modern music culture. By the end of the saga, several lessons are clear. Influence extends beyond music, reputation, social media presence, and strategic communication are critical. Loyalty and respect are high stakes. Actions in the public eye can define legacy and credibility. Fans are active participants. Their engagement shapes perception, narrative, and momentum. Strategy is survival. Knowing when to escalate, troll, or hold back determines long-term influence. Ultimately, the T.I. versus 50 Cent feud serves as more than just entertainment. It's a masterclass in ego, strategy, and influence. Both rappers have demonstrated different methods of controlling narrative, asserting dominance, and maintaining relevance in the digital era. While fans debate who won, the reality is that the feud has reshaped how audiences perceive power, respect, and survival in hip-hop culture. In the end, this Verzuz feud proves that in modern hip-hop, battles are won not just with bars, but with strategy, perception, and the ability to control the story. T.I. and 50 Cent have shown the world that legacy and influence are earned in the spotlight, amplified by social media, and defended with both courage and cunning. The T.I. versus 50 Cent feud isn't just another social media squabble. It's a lesson in strategy, power, and legacy in hip-hop. What started as a Verzuz challenge quickly escalated into a full-blown spectacle, with viral memes, trolling, and public warnings capturing the attention of millions worldwide. If this story had you on the edge of your seat, smash that like button so everyone knows the drama is real. And don't forget to subscribe, because we bring you the stories behind the headlines, the insider moments, the viral exchanges, and the high-stakes conflicts that define the hip-hop world. Now it's your turn to weigh in. Comment below. Do you think T.I. handled the feud the right way with his strong warnings? Or did 50 Cent's trolling give him the upper hand in this battle? We read every comment, and your opinions are part of the story. Share your thoughts, your memes, and your hot takes. This feud isn't just about the rappers. It's about the culture, the fans, and the internet that keeps it alive. Also, share this video with your crew, anyone who wants to witness the ultimate Verzuz showdown in real time. The lessons here go beyond rap. Strategy, influence, timing, and perception can make or break legends. Stay tuned, because the story is far from over. T.I., 50 Cent, and this Verzuz drama are redefining what it means to battle in the digital age.